Hello folks and welcome to another episode of Shogun Total War, where I'm playing as Clan Shimazu. And in the last episode I was able to finally defeat Clan Takeda. Just the last remaining, this is just rebels at this point because the daimyo is dead, but this is the last remaining castle that was belonging to Takeda. And now the time has finally come to turn on my longtime ally. Clan Uesugi, you've been a good friend to me. We've been really tight in the past. In fact, last episode we fought a couple ally battles, which is pretty cool. I was glad I could show that to you. And I was glad I could experience that myself because I haven't experienced that very often in my time playing this game. But we have been, he's been a loyal ally to me. He has not attacked me once. We are pretty much putting all of our resources into this frontier. So we are a little suspicious. You can tell that I have my full stacks here in Echizen, Mino, and Shinano, and he has some full stacks here in Hida. Getting pretty, that's kind of close to a full stack here in Kaga. Decent amount of troops here in Echu. But then after that, in Echigo and Dewa, it's not looking too, it's looking pretty sparse for Clan Uesugi. So I definitely have the numbers on this side, and then down here in these three provinces that are still owned by him, Kazusa, Shimosa, and Shimotsuke. It's looking pretty sparse. I can definitely take two of these provinces just in one turn. And let's see, going forward, I just have a couple turns left on this siege, and I'm not too keen on fighting another siege battle right now, so I'll wait until this gets sieged out the good old-fashioned natural way so I don't lose any soldiers on that one. And that'll give me a couple turns just to replenish this army and get it ready. No, I do have my second oldest son, or should I say my... No, this is my youngest son that's of age to fight. He is here protecting Mutsu, and he'll chill here for now. And now I think it's going to be time for my other three sons. We got one of them here in Shimazu Yoshihiro, one of them here in Shimazu Yoshihisa, and then this is my oldest son, I believe, Shimazu Yoshimoto. And they've been kind of chilling here for a while. They haven't had a lot of action because it's just been dad and the youngest son kind of killing Clan Takeda here. So it's going to be finally their time to shine. It's going to be their time to clean up the rest of Clan Uesugi up here. We are looking at, this is the winter season of this year. And I do have quite a decent treasury of 17,242. So I'll be able to build some buildings, and probably going to be focusing mostly on tech trees or tech buildings at this point. Make my soldiers a little bit better. And I'll still put a few economy buildings in as well because I may as well. I'll have the money for it for sure. But I'm just going to get that organized, and I'll be with you when I'm ready to end this turn. And that will just about do it. I've put a lot of building orders in. I don't know if I'll be able to afford all of this. I pretty much put Portuguese trading posts in every single province that doesn't yet have one, so that'll be a lot of money spent this year, but there'll be a lot of money coming in next year because it only takes 4 turns for them to build. So I did that, and then I also put in addition to that, I have a citadel being built here in Satsuma. This is the 4th level of castle in this game, so that unlocks the 4th level of unit or building upgrades for all of my units. So I have that there. Then I have a palace being built in Heizen, so my units that are produced here will have +1 to their morale. I have a fortress being built here in Nagato, which is the 3rd level of castle here, so I can have better archers eventually. And then what do I got in Tosa? Famous swordsmith, so +2 to the attack of my Nodachi swordsmen that are going to be produced here. So some powerful Nodachi swordsmen coming along the way. Yamashiro, this is where I'm building Yari spears, so I'm going to have +1 to their morale with the palace that's going to be built here. And I think that's about it. Just a lot of Portuguese trading posts. I put the full units in, full unit build queues in. So I'm spending a lot of money. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford all of that, but we'll see once I click enter. And so yeah, I'm just going to give it a couple turns and wait until I'm ready to attack. And I don't think Clan Uesugi is going to attack. I'm more powerful than they are, but let's see. They do have an emissary checking me out here, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, let me check. Yep, make sure that's very low. or taxes. And my heirs, yeah, I just have that one very young heir, so he's not gonna, it's gonna be a while till he's ready, probably not gonna make it to fight in this campaign. And let's check the economy real quick. Yeah, so that's making a lot of money for the Portuguese trading posts. That's, that trade income is from ports and the Portuguese trading posts, so that's quite a bit right there. 13,000 is a lot. And yeah, that alliance income, I don't know if I ever talked about that, but that is actually from being an alliance with another clan. So the more alliances that you have, you get an extra 250. Once you hit the mid game, that's not that important. 250 doesn't go a long way, but in the beginning it does, especially when you are starting with a very poor clan like Clan Shimazu. That 250 koku goes a long way. That's an extra 2 Yari per year, or an extra 1 Yari Samurai per year. But yeah, these days doesn't go a long way, but in the early game it's actually quite important. So with that out of the way, I'm just going to click enter and see what happens. Okay, got that building a large castle in Shinano. Port in Izu, one of the last ports that I haven't built yet. And one more turn before this castle in Hitachi province is about to fall. And let's see, Shinobi are spying on me in Echizen. It can only belong to Clan Uesugi, so there you go. Alright, let me check out down here. So they are reinforcing, not by much, but like they did put a couple soldiers in here. That is their heir, actually. Who is this? So it's not, yeah, I wonder if Shingen died in that battle against Clan Takeda. Because I'm not seeing him anywhere. And yeah, that'd be a real bummer for them, because that's a 1-star heir, which really sucks, and a 2-star daimyo. So they're not doing very well in the leadership department, that's for sure. But there'll just be one more turn before Hitachi's mine, and then I believe I'll just go straight for it and take Shimosa, take Shomatsuke in one turn, and then go for Kazusa in the next turn. They will have a chance to reinforce Kazusa because there is a port here, but I don't think they'll take the battle here in Shimosa. They'll probably just retreat. Unless they do reinforce from somewhere else, they could do that as well. But we'll see about that. Anyway, I'm just gonna take a minute to get my troops moved up. Okay, now I have my troops moved up and about ready to end turn here. I did decide to be pretty light on the troop production for this season, just because I know in Shinano, since I have that large castle that just finished being built, I can finally build the horse dojo here. And I want to produce horses in Shinano because they get a +1 to their honor in Shinano. So I'll get that horse dojo going, and then yeah, there's also iron sands deposits in Shinano, so I can produce armored cavalry, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I'll get that going here in Shinano and just kind of focus my money there. I have plenty of soldiers already, so I can get ready to attack Uesugi next turn. Yes, that will be the breaking of the long-lasting alliance. It's time for there to only be one, you know? It's a Shogun. It's called Shogun because it's the fight for the top. So sorry buddy, it's going to be your time to go very soon. Let me just click end turn. Okay, the castle has fallen. And let's see. Caught a ninja here in Echizen, so now they're going to kill my heirs. They're trying. So yeah, I can justify that as being a cause for war. You know, if Clan Uesugi is trying to kill my oldest son, then yeah, it's time for you to go, bud. So let's see. So they do have a soldier here in Shimotsuke. Got a small force here in Shimosa. Very, very small force. I'm just going to go for it. Let's see. What do I want to leave? Should probably leave someone. Yeah, actually, I can bring down... This cavalry can reinforce Whatever. I can bring down a few more soldiers. Yeah, these guys can reinforce Hitachi. Then I have my daimyo attack Shimosa. Yeah, the region is claimed by Lord Uesugi. Who you are allied to? Do you wish to break the alliance? The answer is yes. It's time. It's time to break this alliance. I'm gonna reinforce with these soldiers over here in Musashi. And I'll attack. I have a full stack here. It's overkill, but here we go. Take Shomotsuke. And then I'll be able to take Kazusa in the next turn. I'm sure they will probably reinforce, but I don't think they'll have much to reinforce with. And that'll be that. I'll be able to take that this whole section pretty quickly here. And we'll see how Clan Uesugi react to that. And in the meantime, for the rest of this turn, I'm just gonna produce some more troops. I do still have some money to spend, so I may as well spend it. And now that that's all ready, let's end this turn. Alright, didn't have enough money for all that, but I did build soldiers everywhere, so that was to be expected. That's okay. Got that exceptional farmland in Kawachi, making more money for me. Let's see, some more exceptional farmland in Musashi. So those are two very rich provinces, making me more money. And as expected, they did retreat from Shimosa. Was able to pillage 775 koku from them, so that's a lot of money. And let's see, 960 versus that one unit of archers in Shomotsuke. I'll just automatically resolve that attack, no reason to fight that one. Lost 2 men. I can live with that. And I was able to pillage 400 koku from them in Shimotsuke. And now I'm the richest clan in all of Japan. I think I've been that for a while. It'd be really hard to believe that I have not been top dog for a while now. Alright, got a promoted general. Good job. There you go, Arima Yoshinaga. Well done, sir. And my security forces have caught an enemy shinobi in Hitachi. Well, that's fine. Good job. Let's see, what do we got? So yeah, I have to attack him here. That's what happens when in strong castles where there's very few men to feed. You may as well just attack them because it's gonna take forever. It doesn't even give me a time. It says the garrison is not likely to become concerned for years. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this off, end the siege here. And then, yeah, they didn't really bring much in the way of reinforcements for Kazusa. So, that works for me. I'm just gonna send down and finish that off. And, let's see, may as well... do want to have some soldiers here in Shimosa just for public order purposes. Speaking of which, let's see, punitive, can I bump it up? Yep, looking good still. As far as happiness goes, or public order should I say. Because public order isn't really about happiness, sometimes it's just about oppression. Good, solid oppression. Alright, now let's see, going forward, with my daimyo taking Kazusa, with this castle being taken out, I will be ready to go after... How do I want to do this? I think it'd be better just because Clan Uesugi's looking pretty light in these areas. I think it'd be better if I just go after Dewa and Echigo in one turn. Let's see. Actually, I want to switch forces in that case. Well, no. This force actually looks a little better than this one when it comes to fighting over a river. Just because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archers. This one only has 4. And I do have 2 guns. Yeah, I like this one for going over the river, for sure. And should I wait? No, I don't think I should. I'm just gonna go for it. Take him over Echigo here, and I'll send my second youngest son here in Dewa. Going for Kazuza here. That all looks good. And I do want to send some folks here just so they can attack into Kazuke. And that'll be good. Once we take Echigo, Dewa, we can wrap around Seido, Noto, and we can kind of hit their strong bastion here from, from all sides, really. If we can just kind of collapse in on them from all sides and take them down. And yeah, we'll see what kind of fight they put up. In the meantime, I'm just going to move some soldiers up and get ready for the end turn. Okay, here we go. Ready to hit end turn, and let's see if there's going to be any battles in here, or if Uesugi's just going to keep retreating. So I do have that palace that's finished being built in Heizen. And the famous swordsmith, so +2 attack for my Nodachi swordsman and Tosa. Let's see, and then a bunch of Portuguese trading posts, another palace, Portuguese trading post, Portuguese trading post, again and again. There we go, Horse Dojo and Shinano. I can build my cavalry there now. Portuguese trading post. And that's that. Any moves from Uesugi? Here we go. What's going to happen here? Alright, so they are going to defend Echigo. Got a river battle coming up, so I'm going to fight this one on the field, and let's see how it goes. Light wind, that's fine. It does have a little effect on my archers, but shouldn't be too bad. I should still be okay. I'm just going to get my troops grouped up real quick. I have a pretty simple group set up for river battles, so this won't take long. Okay, and I'm just about ready to begin this battle. I decided to cut forward to the part where I'm all formed up on the river because, this is when the battle actually starts here. And for a hot second there, I actually forgot how many archers Clan Uesugi likes to use and how tough that can be to deal with on river battles, especially when I play the way I do with Shimazu, not building up a lot of armored soldiers. If you look down here on my archer unit cards, you can see that they actually have some armor here for them, with some silver shields and some bronze shields. My guys keep moving around here. Makes it kind of hard to get ready for battle. This happens when you have crowded formations. They try to find their own space, so it can make things a little bit tricky in that way. And let's see it. I want my guns right up by the river so that they have a clean line of sight. I don't want them to be behind my archers. That would be stupid. Whatever. I'll just keep these guys back for now. And yeah, anyway, so looking at my Yari spears, I haven't been building any during this campaign that have armor upgrades. If you look at all their unit cards, there's no armor upgrades. They still have some armor. They come with some just by being a Yari spearman unit, but not a whole ton. So got them in loose formation. And this is just a lot of archers. That's a ton. And I'm starting to think maybe I should have brought horses. Some cavalry would have been nice, for sure. Not a ton of infantry here, which makes it tempting. Oh no, my guns keep... Come on, man. Jeez, oh Pete's. And, yeah, alright. Move my spears back, take out some Yari Ashigaru. Yeah, anyway, so there's not a lot of melee infantry here on this army. However, what that means is that once these units are gone, then they're gonna send archers forward like this, and that can shoot their archers, which is nice. But to do that, I need to make sure my guns keep, stay on the riverbed. This is a nice thing about using muskets, though, is that muskets can actually shoot the archers. They have that range. They can reach them, which is kind of nice. The arquebusiers, they wouldn't be able to reach them. Even if they're next to the river edge like they are right there, like the muskets are, they wouldn't be able to reach. So that is a handy dandy little thing. And I'm just going to speed up the game speed here just to get this unit. And see, that actually is a good thing. That works out well for us by having less infantry. They send these archer units forward to try to trade with us a little bit. And as you can see, as long as we have some guns, it didn't work out too well for them. They're kind of all there. I think that's 60 bodies. So what are they sending forward now? Some cavalry, some 8 spearmen. Yeah, it's not going to go well for them. They might catch up to me at the very end here, but I'm pretty sure a couple volleys of guns is going to take them down. And we do have some monks here in the back, but after the monks and the Yari samurai and the horses are gone, they're going to have no choice other than to send their archers forward. And I would take that trade. I would like that for sure. It's going to be really hard to just cross this bridge straight up with all of those archers there. I mean, honestly, I've been goaded into this a lot where I'm thinking, hey, it's just archers. I can do that. I can rush them. As long as I get across the bridge, I can take them down. You know, with cavalry, my daimyo, some spearmen, some Nodachi swordsmen, and then I lose that battle, just because that's a lot of arrows coming at me. And this is a very narrow bottleneck, so they can just really mow me down. So, in this case, if I can get them to draw forward and kind of get them into a little duel here, like they are coming forward a little bit, if I can start taking shots at them like this, and I can kind of take them out one by one, maybe I can, not necessarily, maybe I can't win this battle, but maybe I can win the next battle. Alright, what do we got next? Bring over another unit of Yari samurai here. And send them across. Alright, what are they going to send at me this time? Are they going to send anyone? Can't tell if they're going to send any archers or not. Or if they're just going to shuffle around. I would like to draw some forward. That would be nice. Let's see, what about this? Is he going to take the bait? Is he going to come forward a little bit? He might be coming. Alright, this might be our guy right here. Alright, are we firing on him? I think we are. I think my guns might have range on him. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to send my spears back across. And let's see, I got 2 more units of healthy spearmen. I don't know, these damage units are pretty banged up, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to even send them across for a second go. Alright, looks like some of them are coming forward a little bit. I wonder, are these guys? Yeah, they're shooting too. Yeah, muskets are nice, I'm telling you. It's nice to have these guys in river battles. It's nice having units that can duel a little bit. Looks like my general is taking some fire, but my general unit, if you look down here, does... Oops, no, I was thinking he had armor. He does not have armor. He has weapon upgrades, which isn't very useful for archers, because the weapon upgrades only count for his sword. So in melee, he can shoot, okay, but it doesn't improve his, like, arrow damage at all. So in that case, I wonder if I want to just pull him back a little bit and bring in another archer unit. That seems like a wise choice. And I can check the ammo on some of these units to see how they're doing. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's send these guys across. Although they are dueling here. They are, let's see, not him. They're shooting him. They are shooting him. So yeah, we are definitely taking them down. The kill ratio is in my favor. It's not too skewed in my favor. I'm definitely taking some shots here. My muskets are almost at half strength. I wonder if I can just bring this guy along. I wonder if he can get some shots. That would be nice. Can't spread out any further on this side. Okay, so we do got another unit. This must have been a reinforcement unit, or maybe, yeah, I'm not sure what that's coming from. I thought, yeah, I didn't see that before, so that must be a reinforcement unit coming in. So yeah, let's see if we can take out some Yara Samurai for sure. And yeah, we're definitely doing some damage on these Yara or Samurai archer units. And if I do have to fight this battle a second time, that still works for me. That just means there's going to be less arrows coming my way in the next battle. Alright, now I can get my last unit of Yara Samurai ready. Alright, how are we looking here? It's looking... yeah, there's still a lot of them. Still a lot of them for sure. There's a lot of archers. And I can bring my other archers just a little bit closer. I wonder if I want to bring my Nodachi in. They do have lighter armor than the Yara Samurai, so it's not a #1 choice for sure. But let's see how it goes. We still have another unit of Yara Samurai here in the back. We can take out. These guys can still be taken out, so we can still do some damage here. It's still worth hanging out and doing a little bit of fighting, I think. Alright, now we can retreat a little bit. Who's got some archers coming for me? Should be able to take these guys down, take down these Yara Samurai as well. Alright, come on, mow them down, there we go. It's a lot of damage right there, and I think I just want to send these guys right back for another go. They only lost 12 guys, so let's go back and see if I can draw out another unit. If I can draw out this unit of Yara Samurai, that would be helpful. And let's make sure they're spread out. Keep them running, keep them going fast. Alright, there we go. There's another unit of archers coming forward, and another unit of Yara Samurai. And another unit of Yara Samurai. Alright. Alright, let's bring them back across. How are my guns doing in ammo? See, my guns, and if you look at this bronze bar here, see it's half full. That's my ammunition for my guns, so they're still doing okay considering they've been shooting the entire battle. They have quite a bit of ammo left, whereas my archers, if you look at them, they're very, very low. Pretty much all of them are very low except for these two units here that are, I'm guessing, the units that have been in the back so far. One thing I can do really quick is check just to make sure that ammo's fine. So as long as there's a bow when I put my cursor over an enemy unit, it means they're still shooting. So how about these guys? What do we got? So they have a sword, so that archer unit is no longer shooting. They may as well just go back. Or actually, they do have bronze armor, so I'm going to send them in. This isn't something I would do in the early game at all, just because archers are expensive, but you know what? This is late game here. It's time to go for it. It's time to win these battles and claim the throne of Shogun. Ammo, yes, that musket sells ammo, and what about him? Ammo on that archer, looking good. General's looking good, and he's looking good. Alright, so let's bring this archer over here so he has a little bit more room. And let's send this archer over and see if I can draw any more enemies into my trap. Another thing to keep an eye on is to see if they're still shooting. Because once they run out of ammo, then it's free game for my Nodachi swordsman. They won't be able to stop them, so I wonder, I really do wonder. I see a couple of them are still shooting. Is anyone still he's still shooting? I didn't see if any in the back were still shooting. But some are coming forward. Now we're getting a lot of shots in on these two groups. This group's in range as well, so we can shoot him, but he's running away now. Huh. I think we're getting close here. I think we're getting close. I'm going to send the same group back over because they actually took not a lot of damage. I mean, I'm thinking that has to do with their armor upgrades, but I'm also thinking that has to do with there being less arrows coming their way. And let's see if I can kind of keep an eye on it this time and see who's shooting at me. They're shooting at me, and that group's shooting at me. It would be nice to take this group out, because if I do try to storm over this bridge, that unit of spears can definitely hold me up for a little bit, whereas my Nodachi swordsman can cut through these archers with ease, and they can still cut through the spearmen with ease as well, but they'll definitely hold for just an extra minute. And if there is a lot of archers left, that's going to do some damage on me. So I'm wondering if it's time to go for it. I'm thinking yes. I still have enough time on the battlefield timer to kind of go for it here, but I'm going to lead with my spearmen because they just have a little bit more armor than the Nodachi swordsman. And are they just going to retreat? I wonder about that as well. Well, anyway, let's just go for it. They're looking steady. I wonder if I should... Yeah, so my general is an archer, so I don't really want to send him in right away. And you know what? I will send my archer over just to try to provide a morale boost. Let's see, they are sending their general forward, and I believe this is a 3-star general, so if we can take him out, we should be able to get some damage in. And how many arrows are coming our way? Not a lot. I think there's just this 1, 2, 3... Yeah, there are some groups shooting at us for sure. They have some ammo left, but I think we can pull this one off. I still have my muskets shooting. They must be shooting at these fellows here. And how are we looking? They're running away. Enemy general's running. Alright, so let's full send, get across the river, and see if we can run any of these guys down. I don't have any cavalry, didn't bring any for this occasion, but that should be a victory for this river battle, which I think is the last river battle of the campaign, I think. I hope so. Alright, wasn't able to catch any of them, but that should be a victory. There we go. Alright, I lost 249, but I was able to take 464, so not bad. That's okay. Muskets not bad. 127 kills on this one, 125 kills on this one. Yes, they are very useful for these river battles for sure. Let's see, got 200 koku from Ichigo. And my forces are now invading Kazusa province. Let's see, should I fight this one? 906 versus 113. You know what? I may as well. This is getting close to the end of the campaign, and I may as well show it, because I know it can be tempting at this point to just kind of auto-resolve everything, but this game is about the battles, so let's do it. Let's have another battle. You know what I'm not about is the fog. I feel like I've already shown a few of these, and fog can be used. For me, I mean, sometimes there is a certain inadequacy that's displayed by the AI in fog battles. So in that way, as long as you're on your game, it can be used to your advantage. However, in this case, I'm just not feeling it, man. I've had a lot of fog battles in this campaign. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep waiting. And let's see. I really got unlucky there. I could have went for light fog, but I got the heavy fog, so too bad for me. I'm gonna attack anyway, and I'm just gonna get these soldiers grouped up. Actually, let me take a look at the map real quick, just because since it is in the fog, maybe I should kind of orientate myself. I'm not too familiar with Kazusa. This is kind of one of those maps that doesn't get a lot of fighting on it. Looks like there's a hill right in the center, right in the beginning of the map, which is kind of, it's interesting. Actually, do I remember this? I think I do remember this. It's an interesting map because there's a hill right here, right? Which, as a rule, you shouldn't attack uphill. But then there's these forests right on either side of this hill, which the AI likes those too. The AI really likes to hide in those forests, which that would be my guess. My guess would be they'd be here. It looks like kind of a height advantage and a little bit of forest right there. So that would be my guess. But if I remember correctly, there's no really good way to attack from on this one, because remember, I think I did attack straight up the middle because it kind of made sense to me. And then lo and behold, sure enough, in the low ground, there is some forces hiding in this forest, which you wouldn't expect right away. You'd think, you know, high ground forest, they're all going to be over here on the left. But no, I got caught unawares and they're behind me. So anyway, I'm going to get my units grouped up. It is a large numbers advantage in my favor, so should be okay. That battle was just kind of a waste of time. It was just a matter of the enemy running away from me and hiding in the forest, and I had to go chasing them. One of those ones I should have just auto-resolved, and yeah, hopefully I remember to cut that out. If not, I apologize, but I should remember to do that. Alright, got 500 koku from Kazusa, and they retreated from Dewa. There we go, I got another 400 koku. Castle Assault, I will auto-resolve this one for sure. Men lost 7. That's fine. Let's see, what do we got here? Second rank General Shimazu Nokatsu? Or Naokatsu? I don't think he's one of... Yeah, he's not one of my sons. He's just... Name is Shimazu anyway. Alright. Interesting. Maybe he's like a cousin or something. Alright, pretty good treasury right there. That's we're looking at 20,985, so not too shabby, not bad at all. Let's lower that tax rate, and yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Got about a year left on this one as far as siege holdout, and 3 seasons or 3 turns for this one to end in Dewa. Sato's undefended, and Noto is looking like it's undefended. Alright, I'm just gonna get some soldiers moved up and get ready for the end turn here. Alright, here we go. Not much to do on this turn, just put a bunch of Portuguese trading post orders in to the rest of my provinces that don't have them already. Put a bunch of build orders in for units, of course. As far as buildings go, still working on the citadel here in Satsuma. And let's see, fortress for Heizen, so I can get that next level of upgrades for my Yari Cav and my spears that I produced there. And Tosa working on the Golden Palace, which is +2 morale for all of my soldiers that I produced there. Nagato is still working on a fortress. And let's see, I think I had another Golden Palace here in Yamashiro for my Yari Samurais that I'm building there as well. And anything else. Oh yeah, Shinano Palace, so +1 morale for my soldiers that I produced there. Since I am building cavalry and since I'm only using Yari Cav for the Shimazu clan, and their morale is very bad. You've seen in this campaign already that sometimes they just run away even if literally nothing's happened to them. It's just a matter with the combat modifiers in this game is that there's negative modifiers even if there's an enemy to your rear within a certain close proximity to you, which can be kind of troubling because now I understand like why this game is made this way. I get it. I understand what they're going for, but since it's a cavalry unit which is meant to be behind enemy lines, a lot of times there's enemy to your rear just because you're kind of running around. And that's not necessarily because you're being flanked or anything, but it's just because you're in the process of turning around to get out of there. And just in the process of turning your unit of Scout Cav or Yari Cav to turn around and kind of run away after scouting a certain region, they might just completely break and run off the battlefield, which is really annoying for a unit that you want to be self-sufficient. You want your Scout Cavalry to be able to run around the battlefield by themselves without being babysitted by the daimyo or the general, whoever that is. So I would say the real limiting factor of the Yari Cavalry unit is not necessarily its combat, because it can do okay against the certain units that's meant to fight. It's actually the morale of the unit, and that's something that going forward I need to make sure that the palace is the first thing that I build in the provinces that I intend to build Yari Cavalry in, because I need, if to use them, I need them to actually stay and fight. And I think I've shown just a couple of times in this campaign that they actually can be used well in certain situations, as long as you don't use them too early in the battle, and as long as they're not getting too crazy with like some backline harass stuff, and they end up just running away. So that's why I'm going there with the palace in Shinano. And as far as, I'm just going to attack Sato. It's undefended at the moment. Because the AI gets to move after I move, they might be able to send some soldiers in to try to defend it. That is my youngest suitable heir at the moment, so he'll get some action going in there. And I just moved up some soldiers. This army is just kind of a ragtag army I'm not going to fight the siege. It's going to take 3 seasons, but I'm okay with that. And same here. Yeah, it's going to take a while to siege them out, but I'm fine with that, at least for now. Maybe I'll take them out later, but yeah, I'm fine with waiting just because I can kind of just take my time, tighten the noose, and get to where it's just these 3 provinces left. So let's see, I got my build orders in, taxes are set to very low, and I'm ready to end the turn here. Okay, wow, I spent 20 or 10,000 koku in that one turn. That's a lot. Anyway, got the fortress finished in Nagato, so I can start building up a 3rd tier armory for my archers there, which is kind of cool. Alright, so they did retreat in Sato. And so Clan Uesugi really likes to tech up Sato. I know there is an iron sands deposit there, so a lot of times they just build a lot of their buildings there. And they did. I burned down a lot of their buildings and I got 975 koku, so that's a good grab for me. Alright, just got these sieges, got a few turns left on them. Let's see if there's any buildings left. So yeah, I think I must have destroyed like 3 of them, or maybe even like... Yeah, I think that Horse Sojo was a higher level before. I think some of these buildings were higher levels and I just kind of knocked them down to their base levels. Because yeah, this is still a lot of buildings left. In fact, they have two... I was going to say, is that the same building? They look same. Legendary Tea House and the Tranquil Garden. Okay. Well, in any case, let's see. I should... So yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. So they do have the Legendary Armory here. So they do have gold shield Yar Samurai being produced. I'm just going to attack this and end that siege. And let's see. Yeah, now Noto is undefended there. Alright, I'm just going to get some troops moved up and I'll get ready for the end turn. Here we are, got my troops moved up and I'm going to build this Legendary Archery Dojo in Nagato, so they'll give me +2 honor to my archers that I produce there. And other than that, I think I'm ready to go here. I got my troops produced, of course. I'm going to end the siege here in Sato just because it's only one unit and may as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to automatically resolve that one. I'm still going to let these ones in Dewa and Echigo just kind of time out. And it's time to end the turn here. Alright, so I thought that I told them to end that siege. I must have did it twice and then that kind of canceled that out. Alright, so one more turn before this one's over in Dewa. And 3 more turns before it's over in Echigo. Alright, I'm just going to make sure I do it once. Yes, end the siege, please. There we go. Looks like they are building up quite a force here, and I will be saving all of this for a last episode, so I can get just a solid, good episode of, should be 3 good, solid battles. Maybe I'll have time to, yeah, I should have time to take Noto in this episode. But other than that, yeah, just gonna do a little bit more housekeeping and get my soldiers ready to end the turn here. Alright, got my soldiers all moved up here, and I'm ready to end this turn and end this siege in Saito. Got that citadel in Satsuma, so I'm ready to do that 4th upgrade of, or 4th tier of upgrades for my soldiers here in Satsuma. And got that legendary archery dojo in Nagato. Some more money from the Portuguese trading posts. That's all good. Castle Assault, I will automatically resolve this one. Lost 11 men, but that's an okay result there. And let's see, got that siege done in Dewa. And just 2 more turns for the siege in Echigo for that to be complete. Alright, sweet, let's see. Just got these 4 territories left essentially. And that 1 castle, of course. So I'm thinking, if I take Noto, will he defend it? I'm not sure if he'll defend it, but I think that's going to be that for this episode. I just don't think I really have time for one last one there, just in case he does. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not sure, since I'm cutting so much out of my videos, I'm not sure where my time's at, to be honest. So I'm just going to leave it there just to be safe. I'll be able to finish this up for the finale in the last episode, or the next episode, should I say. Get some good battles in there for you. So I hope you all have enjoyed this episode, and until next time, this has been Khan of Step, and this has been Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.